because number one, it's air conditioned, and I'm not going to sweat as much, and number two, hopefully the connection will be better. So, for me in here, welcome to 8 Secrets of Awesome Periscopes. 8 Secrets of Awesome Periscopes. Now, Periscope has been around maybe 6 or 7 hours. I downloaded it this morning as soon as I woke up, and I've been on it all day. I've already, I have periscoped underwater. Get it? Like a periscope underwater? You can hopefully find that on Periscope. I'll put it on YouTube too. And in just a minute, I'm actually at a conference where I'm a celebrity guest speaker. I'm speaking on Snapchat and social media, and I was supposed to be practicing my presentation all day long, but instead, look, see, I'm at this fancy hotel. Look, isn't that fancy? Look at that hallway. I was supposed to be practicing my presentation all morning long, but instead I've just been periscoping with you guys, and you guys have given me a lot of cool tips and tricks. And why are you saying press the screen? Oh, because people want to know how to heart. I get it. Anyway, so I've been periscoping all day, and we've learned a lot. Here are some of the things that we've learned. Number one, you want to write a super compelling headline. Whenever you periscope, whenever you're doing a periscope, you want to make sure you write a super compelling headline. Why is that? I'll tell you, it's because the headline is all you have to go on unless people know you, unless you're like a famous comedian. If you're Jimmy Fallon or Gary Vaynerchuk or somebody like that, or Kevin Hart, people may just watch your Periscope. But if you're not that well known, you need to really grab their attention. And the best way to grab their attention is by having a super compelling headline. I know it's backwards, but just remember that. Don't just write broadcasting now, or if you don't write anything, I think it just says broadcasting now. But you want to say something like, for example, getting eaten by a shark live on Periscope, or I'm being abducted by aliens, watch now. Give people a reason to click on your live feed, because you know there's a ton of those live feeds out there. People are watching yours. Number two, pick a great opening shot. Pick a great opening shot. And also spell opening. Is that right? Opening? Yeah, that's right. Pick a great... Hi. Here's why you want to pick a great opening shot. After the broadcast, if you miss any of this broadcast, by the way, after the broadcast, what happens is this whole thing is saved on Periscope, and they pull the opening frame of your shot to save, to show people so they can click on that as the play button, and they'll be able to watch your broadcast again. Now, if you have an opening shot, like, here's for example, you might be pointing your phone at the floor. So this is your opening shot. Well, that's not compelling. I caught this myself, because if you scroll back down, you may be able to see it. I was in my underwear. I just got in the shower, and I had my phone down, and I got a shot of my underwear. And then when I went back to watch it again, I realized it was a picture of my underwear. People hid it, and when that happened, they would watch, me in my underwear, and then I straightened out the phone. Now, a lot of people, I guess, were into that, and I got a lot of reviews, so you people are pervs. But it's something you want to think about. And now, when your very first opening shot, for example, when I started this one, this was my opening shot, 8 Secrets of Awesome Periscopes. So when this is open, Periscope will show this card as the little thumbnail, and hopefully a ton more people will also click on it and watch this. Okay, let's get on to the next one. We're going to roll through these. This is important, this is basic, this is something. Look at the camera. Now the camera is different from the screen. The camera is the little dot right up here. You see, I'm pointing at it. It's right next to the little line where you hear things. The screen is the screen, and if you look at the screen, everybody else watching thinks you're looking like down here, which again makes you kind of perverted. But if you look at the dot, looking at the camera, see, I'm looking right into your eyes right now. We have eye contact. We're making a connection. But if you look at yourself on the screen, it's slightly off and it's a little awkward. That's just 101 for anything you're using. Snapchat, shooting video, always look at the camera. Number 4.
We're watching Mark K.
There's a setting
talk about the 8
Periscope.
Secrets of Awesome Periscopes.
You can set Periscope to auto-save all your videos immediately to your camera roll. You never know when you're going to want these again.
For those looking for tricks on Periscope.
Say, hey, those 8 tips you had for periscoping, can you send those to me, or do you have that? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to auto-save this on my camera roll. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. And later on, you can go watch it that you're going to want to definitely take advantage of. Let's go to number 5. Oh, this is important. In 6 hours. Don't beg for hearts. It's like link baiting or like baiting or whatever they call it. But don't beg for hearts. Let the hearts come naturally. Twitter doesn't like this, of course. And if you have really good, compelling, and entertaining content, like hopefully I do, you don't have to. The hearts are really fun to watch, and they definitely, I think, help you when it comes to people searching for you. There's like a most loved section, but don't get on there and just tell people to beg for hearts, because you will. I don't know if you'll be banned, but Twitter will definitely they'll come after you, and they'll hit you cameras? Did you hear? Did my voice cut out? Go ahead and comment if it did. Let me know. Otherwise this is just bogus information. But you want to make sure that when you're switching cameras, see, a lot of people are noticing. Sarah noticed, Alvin noticed. So what you want to do is you want to say, hey, look, I'm going to switch the camera. Pause speaking, and then once the camera is switched, here's what you do. You just come back and say, pause while switching cameras. Isn't this great? This is a great tip. This is something I never knew. You don't want people to miss really great information because you're switching cameras. Something that you can't do on Meerkat. Something that you can't do on Meerkat if you've been using that as zoom. Watch this. You can zoom the camera. Look at that. Whoa, look at that big nose. That's a big nose. Look at my eye. Oh, look at that now. And then, of course, you can zoom back out. There's no zoom functionality in Meerkat, so if you want to do some zooming, or if you want to show somebody something far away, then you want to use the periscope. Look, Alex just wrote, it takes like 2 seconds for your voice to come back. It takes like 2 seconds. Oh, good. All right. So count to 2, and that way nobody will miss it. Okay, here we go. Get to the point. Get to the point. I learned this the first time I did my underwater periscoping. I realized that I didn't really get into the water until like 6 minutes in, and people got annoyed. So you want to just jump in and start talking about whatever it is people are talking about. If you're showing them something, show them something right off the bat, but get to the point. Get to the point, okay? Thank you, Alvin. I'm glad you like my live stream. All right, I'm going to switch cameras. I'm going to count to 2. Ready? 2. Hey, I'm back. How do you zoom? You know what? I'll do some Q&A at the end. I have one more, and then we'll do some Q&A. That's great. So here's the last one, and this is the most important one.
Hey, David. Thanks for joining. This one's pretty good, actually.
Social. Remember, you're supposed to be talking to people. You're supposed to be making jokes. You're supposed to be having a good time. You want to make sure that they get the message and the information, but you want to make sure that it's fun.
David, watch this on replay. It's pretty good, actually.
Use cool camera angles. Use cool props. Use these little fun title cards that I made with Sharpies and cards like that.
I'm liking the headline, number one, the most out of all. David, good to see you back again.
Entertaining and informative, not just one or the
We're
other.
going to double check here. We've
Let me
had
go back through all of these one more time, and then we'll
quite
do
a few
list
live
questions.
viewers on
Let me
this
make sure that
one.
they're in order. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna
Okay,
put the camera.
sorry. It's Mark K. M-A-R-K
Here we go.
K-A-Y-E.
Number 1, write a super compelling headline that makes people want to click on your stream when it goes live. Number 2,
There he is right
pick
there.
a great opening shot.
But his advice is good, and the headline is his number one thing, and I think that's the number one thing that's working for me. He's keeping their attention, so that's actually keeping people on there, building momentum. I think this guy gave us advice after the first few hours on the first day it came out, and I still think it's some of the best advice I've heard to this day, 4 months later.